All right, looks like we're good. Looks like we're good to start. Let's let's jump right in and get started, shall we? So yeah, you notice I'm back in the Dyson. You notice I'm back in the Dyson, ready to go. Once I load in, I'll fix the camera. Because I noticed this, not too bad. I just need to move it down a bit. And a little bit right there. Let me grab the things. And we're good.
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tanay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
All right.
Stay safe out there.
All right. Let me transport to where I need to be, and we'll get started. Before I do this, though, let me do my things. Man, I really wish there was a way to disable the missions so they don't pop up unless I tell them to. Personal weapons trading. Treat the injuries. No, I don't want to do that. All right. Let me see if I have, before we get started. Yes, tactical mode. All right, good. Let's begin. Welcome aboard, Agent. What's your take on all this?
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela is not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look.
What kind of structure?
Looks like a small base of some kind. Industrial, possibly military. Whatever it is, it's running at low power. We'll get a better idea at close range.
Understood. Take us in closer, Helm.
Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in Sela's name.
All right.
Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources. This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base, or what's left of one.
All right, scan the base.
It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
Shields up. Red alert.
Ship is under attack.
All right. I'll admit it's nice getting to use the Dyson again. Because the last time I was on this character, I was using a ambassador class Star. Oh my god. Dude. All right.
Romulans are going close. They're disengaging.
Well, no, clearly not. Give it a fact.
Those ships were old, battle ready, and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma.
Helm, follow that plasma trail.
As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yep. Yep, being led into a trap here. Alright, so right over here.
Unidentified ship, you are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender now.
Nice to see you too.
Oh, it's you again.
We're not here to fight, Sela. Stand down.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Red alert, tactical, fire to disable only. Alright. We gotta disable the defender. Okay. Well, that one right there, of course. That one right there, of course. Not surprising. We didn't disable that one. We did destroy it though. I don't know if I have 4 torpedoes on this. I need to check to see if I have 4 torpedoes. I was trying to use the
Integrity below 75%.
I'm still stuck at a tractor beam too.
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want.
Information, specifically on the location of certain Talshar prisoners.
Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors.
Logical deduction. Where are they?
When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you.
If you come with us, you agree to be arrested. No tricks.
And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death.
We'll make arrangements for incarceration, not execution.
If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment.
I'm sure such arrangement can be made. Prepare to beam aboard.
The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Talshiar prison world. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
Very well. Helm, plot a course. Okay, warp out.
I'm reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
Agreed. Anything you'd like to add, Sela?
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
Shields up. Helm, take us in.
Do not intrude. The anomaly will be eradicated. Leave now.
Alright. I am completely and utterly stuck. Those nodes are annoying as hell. Yeah, I need to see about a
Detailed scan on that anomaly. Something caused it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
I need to see about a let me put power to the shields here. Another orb weaver over here.
Anomaly will be purged, as will you. Vengeance for the fallen.
There we go. There we go. Got the F torpedoes. Yeah, you guys and your damn orbs. Or damn webs. Alright.
That anomaly is devastating our hull. Avoid flying into it if possible.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I need to move that torpedo forward.
Another temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
I see.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
Plot course. We'll scan one. Alright. Over here.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Right, let's get down there and wait. Shields up. Dolians. Didn't get me that time, asshole. Interesting that it caught. Interesting that the torpedo. Interesting that that torpedo actually hit one of those webs there. I wonder why I can't use my. I wonder why I can't use my sensor analysis. He tried firing off a heavy torpedo, and I wound up using the
All clear. We should check out the planet while we're in.
He tried using a heavy torpedo. I wound up shooting it down with my my torpedo spread ability.
I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Let's go down for a closer look. Sela?
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Indeed. Daniel, Sela, you're with me. Let's beam down and see what's happening. Alright. Alright, down we go.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
Understood.
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tanay.
Who said anything about Admiral Tanay?
That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
We're going to search for her regardless.
This world was abandoned by the Tal Shiar decades ago. I doubt there's anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
Alright. Scan this.
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
See if it can power it up. There could be useful data on it. Oh. Oh, I thought he was going to do that right there, but nope. There's another one right here.
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is, the tricorder's giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
That could be a problem. Let's keep moving.
That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Understood. Alright. Right here. And we disable this anomaly. Don't want to go in. Then we gotta grab this.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on.
We should move on then too. We'll need to find a way past the gates.
This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam down site. We can use it to open the gates.
The controls appear to be behind some gates and more temporal anomalies.
When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble.
I'll disperse the anomalies, make a path to the gate controls.
The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly.
Yep, can't.
We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Yep, can't go there. Let's see, where is the entrance? All right. First,
Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now. Find another spot.
all right. Let me try that. Let me try that again. I reset the bubbles. Yes, over here. Make sure I'm not missing it. No, I'm not missing anything. All right. Reset these. Come over here. Reset this one.
I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
Okay, good. And open the gateway.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
All right, disrupt the anomaly. Disrupt the anomalies from right here. And now we need back out.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the datapad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Are you certain?
Give me that. The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed.
Let's see the entry.
I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar Prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history.
So it would appear.
The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock.
Your father lied to you.
It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
I just think it might be hard to hear now. Tasha was alive all that time.
Look, there's a path ahead.
And there's another temporal thing.
This anomaly looks more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
Thought I saw some. I thought I saw something. Oh, it's probably this. Yeah, it's this right here. We just had to. It just disappeared when we started shooting.
The generators died and no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Talshiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Talshiar fades when you've been stranded with the inmates. Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
Indeed. Let's keep following the path.
There's another unstable anomaly.
Another one over. Another one over here. And it's pretty.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something else, but nope. Scan the anomaly or disperse the anomaly.
Clearly, these anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, while you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
On that, we're in agreement. Let's keep searching.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Well, yeah, we gotta defend ourselves since she is attacking us.
No! No! Please, not again! Stay away! Stay away!
It seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive, and she isn't pleased to see you. I don't really blame her. I wasn't exactly thrilled to see you again, either.
I see a structure up ahead. Let's check it out.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt any survivors
Another
would
temporal
remain in a
anomaly, and this
ruin
one is
like
larger
this.
than the last. There are temporal eddies moving through the area, and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before this happened.
Understood. I think I gotta stay within the things here.
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there.
All right, we put this here.
That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go.
Gotta follow the, yeah, we gotta follow the things here. Gotta be very slow about this, and put one right here. Keep within these, and we'll put this one here. That should do it. Disrupt this giant anomaly.
Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
Okay, I was going to see if I need to get rid of the uniform or the the suit, but luckily it seemed to be the environmental suit. Holy shit! But it seemed to automatically go away.
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated.
One right here.
Shelter ruined. Last tricorder gone. Half our stores destroyed. 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
I see the thing over here.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
The same thing could happen to us if we're not careful. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I was looking at my watch. See movement there. I think our pool guy's here.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it.
I see.
The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
We should keep looking.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
Yeah, there's another anomaly. A couple anomalies over here.
I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
Hold on for a second. I need to check something. All right. Sorry about the interruption. I apologize. Oh, I see Tholian.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
Yeah, I'd like to get rid of the.
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies.
Stasis. The stasis beams are annoying as shit. Alright, examine the tracks.
This looks to be a well-worn path.
Tracks right here.
Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
Alright, examine these tracks.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned Natasha's logs is nearby. We should follow the tracks.
They're headed toward those rocks.
It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
I'm detecting signs of recent habitation in this location.
Maybe we'll find more answers.
Alright, scan the area.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
Understood. Let's keep searching. They may have left something behind. Alright, use this.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Tanae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping at shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
Alright.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar and to hold this log for the future. If there is one, if it isn't here already, What? No! Focus. Focus. Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation. Do not come near me.
Agreed. Let's proceed through the cave and continue our search. I thought I saw something glowing there, but no, I didn't. I did not.
I think I see movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Stop following me!
Yeah, we got it.
No. Go away! I told you to stay away!
Come with me. We'll be able to fix everything.
I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again! Ah!
Not again. What do you mean?
No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Tholians!
Purge the anomaly. Purge the contaminated.
Ah. Yes, survive, please. Oh, of course. Of course, I was going to revive. Of course, I was going to revive there, but now I'm stuck. Whoa, that's not what I meant to happen. Click the thing, please. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have my full away team, so that's not really a surprise. That it's not really that much of a.
Tanae, the anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
We can help you. You don't have to run anymore.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
We'll fix this today. You don't have to hide any longer. Understood. Let's confirm this. It was more that damn stasis beam. That stasis beam that was causing an issue. That's pretty damn annoying.
All this time, she was here. I believe she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Tanae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead.
I'm sorry.
This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Agreed. Alright, beam up. There we go. Mission complete. I'm gonna do one more mission after I get some. I'm gonna do one more mission after I get some coffee and call it a stream. Denise Crosby, I think her name is, and yeah, it is. That's
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
Go to red alert. All hands, battle stations. Oh, not quite done just yet.
We won't do what evil wrong. We will repair time.
Orb weavers. Orb weavers, very annoying. Aft torpedoes. I need to get those aft torpedoes.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
Prepare for battle. It's not over yet. Okay, these are minor ships, and I don't think they form webbing. Oh, I was gonna say, what are you guys firing over here? Yeah, there's another ship over here, and it's the Pastak, which I think we've been the Pastak. I'm not entirely sure how that's pronounced, but it's over there, which ain't really that much of a surprise since dealing with temporal. Oh, there's another one of these guys. I can't even tell if they're actually okay. That's it. No, they're not doing anything, or they weren't till now. There we go. Pass tech. All right. Acknowledged. Put her on screen.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done.
Thank you, Admiral.
An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one.
Admiral, I also have Sela aboard.
I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation.
She's agreed to go into custody now that the issue has been resolved.
Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
As you wish, Admiral. Roosevelt, out.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more.
So it seems. You did agree to place yourself in custody, however.
I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
Bring it up with the Admiral. Okay, go.
Tell me about my mother.
The timeline is stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping, and our agents are reporting a decline in temporal aftershocks due to recent events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tanays. Be seeing you.
That's... Yeah, that's what everybody... That's what everybody says, but you can't really see them from the you can't really see them from the front just to make sure. Ooh, I want. What do I have for my? What do I have for my ship? What do I have regarding my? Oh, is this say an exploit weapon? I can't really, to be honest. Oh, current primary one. All right, I think I'll take that. Take that. This one should be the exposed. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Let me pause just for a second, and I'll be right back, and then we'll get started. We'll get started with the next mission. But yeah, that's what everybody says. But like you said, you can't see them from the front, so you can't really confirm it. Oh my God, you can't really confirm it just to be sure. All right, let me pause for a second, and I'll be right back. All right, let me clear up these things over here, and let's get started on the next thing.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Lucari. Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
Oh yeah, this mission's actually kind of long. If I remember correctly, this mission's actually kind of long. So yeah. Once I'm done with this, this is where I end the stream. I was gonna say cut the stream, but before I do that, of course, that star kind of looked like it. That star right there kind of looked like it did something weird while I was in my duty officer screen here. All right. Yeah, this mission right here. This mission right here is a long one. Come, take us to the Lucari ship.
My dear friend Kamarka, what? Just think about how much I inherit in the last of you. That is to say, we meet again.
Oh, hey, Modron. Daemon Modron. Fortunately for you, our business is within Lucari today.
Oh, come now. I'm sure we can reach an agreement that is to everyone's liking. I'm prepared to offer you an exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity.
Tarsi, cut the channel. Head to Lucari.
Thank you. That insistent Ferengi has been trying to make new trade deals with us since he first visited us
No problem. You look well, Captain.
Thank you. It's good to see you again, and under much better circumstances. You'll be happy to know that our star remains stable. We've not seen any Tholian ships since the incident, thankfully. The decision to explore was somewhat controversial, however. Many Lucari were resistant to the notion. We settled this moon long ago, after we were forced to leave our dying homeworld of Kentar. It was a difficult journey for us. Once we found our new home, no one was very excited about space travel. Still, the exploration initiative passed. Considering my experience, my people have chosen me to command the LSS Concordium. It was an honor I proudly accepted. Our ship is ready to go, and you are.
Let's proceed to the destination.
For our maiden voyage, I've chosen a star that is close enough to be within reach, but still just outside the area of space that you've explored, and obviously one that we haven't visited yet. According to your star charts, it's a yellow-white star called 20 Draconis.
Navigation, prepare a course.
This isn't over. Believe me. The next deal we make will be on my terms.
I don't remember if it's this mission where we... I don't remember if this mission where we see Modron again. I know we see him, and I know it's pretty soon, but I don't remember if it's this.
We've arrived on the outskirts of the system. There's a large field of rocky debris and asteroids. We're picking up various metals and crystalline formations. Should we approach one of the larger asteroids and take some more readings?
Yes, we'll head to one of the larger asteroids and scan it. Alright. Scan this.
Readings coming in now. Large quantities of silicate, hematite, hafnium, iridium. Crystalline structures appear to be the result of deposits created under a heavy impact. Perhaps this asteroid was part of a larger one that broke up in a collision. Heading deeper into the field may yield more clues.
Agreed. Let's head deeper into the asteroid field.
Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Cosmozoans! Not simple orbiting debris either. Do you have any information about them?
They're called Gekli. We're sending you the data files on them now.
Intriguing. The Gekli communicate using radio waves and feed on dust particles and energy emissions. And, it seems an adjustment of our EM band is in order. I don't like the idea of the Concordium becoming a Gekli food source.
We're adjusting our Onion band down to 0.002 cycles as well. Activate that.
We've adjusted our power systems. I'd like to gather more data on the Gekli before we move on. Any suggestions?
We could tag them. Oh, there they are right there. We could tag them with subspace data transmitters.
An excellent idea. We'll be able to track their movements and learn more about their migratory patterns and feeding habits. We'll need to get close in order to attach the tags safely.
Agreed. Get close to the Gekli. Attach the tags with minimal force. Don't. Oh, right into the asteroid.
Data's coming in from the Gekli. I'd like to expand the number of tagged subjects to optimize data collection. Let's get close enough to slip in with a pod and join them in their swimming.
Right. We'll fly to the Gekli pod, join them as they swim through space. Oh. Kind of interesting that it showed me where they're at, since I saw them right over here. Oh.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
Let me disable the full impulse there so I don't fly past them.
They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves.
Well, yep. I don't know if the ship has that ability to be able to do that. Don't want to. Whoa. There we go.
ground for several Gekli pods. Let's go have a look.
Very well. Helm, take us to the Gekli feeding grounds. Oh, over here. Oh, over here.
There are signs that several Gekli pods frequent this area. There's a lot of dust and particulate matter, but we can't see how the asteroids are getting broken down. I think there's something we're not seeing on the visible spectrum. Your ship has a stronger deflector than ours. Can you emit a particle wave? We could use that to illuminate things that might be happening in different spectra.
We can emit a multi-spectrum particle wave. All right. Activate the pulse.
There's some kind of subspace shearing here. It's causing cosmic strings to snap off and break up the asteroids. That must be why the Gekli feed here. There's plenty of particulate matter for them to consume in the debris fields. I think we've collected some solid data here. We're ready to move on when you are.
See what lies ahead then. All right, warp to the next area. Off we go.
Sensors are reading a swarm of comets passing by this stellar body. They look to have an orbital period of about 173 of your standard years. I'd like to know if they came from outside of the system and were caught in its gravity, or if they originated here. Shall we take some scans?
That's a good way to begin.
This comet is mostly ice and dust. There are indications that the cometary matter formed around a magnetic core. The other comets may be more interesting. Let's move to the other comets and study them closely.
Agreed. Let's check out the remaining comets. All right, let's scan these comets. Oh. Yeah, that was not the mini game that I was expecting out of that, but there it is. There we go.
The core sample shows signs of magnetic radioactive matter. This comet may have seen some interesting particle fields in its wandering.
The magnetic core must help draw on the material that forms the corona. Take samples. There we go. Oh. Oh. I didn't actually need to do that. Whoops. Alright, scan this one. It's always weird when the deal throws another minigame other than the usual scanning minigame.
Holding the comet let us get some detailed readings about its emissions. Based on the structure of its silicate crystals, it's been in a pattern. It picks up energy from its trip near the star, then loses that energy as it loops past the planets. It's like ice melting and refreezing, but it seems to lose a large quantity of energy all at once near here. I'm not sure why. The radioactivity should be steady.
Perhaps something is draining the energy. Let's keep looking.
These comets seem to have a long orbit that coincides with the orbit of a Class A planet nearby. I'd like to launch a probe and see if the cometary movements have had any impact on the planet.
Agreed. Let's launch a probe and collect some more detailed readings. Alright. Probe out.
Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime soon. Curious. I'm picking up up several large, moving sources of energy. Sensors indicate they're a life form of some kind. A cosmozoan, but not the Gekli. I'd like to study them if we can.
Go take a closer look at those life forms. Past the asteroids here. And over here.
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten.
I think this is where we find like the jellyfish things. Which funny enough funny enough.
No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
They're gonna be on the other side. They're gonna be on the other side here, aren't they? But yeah, these things that we're about to scan here, I think they were for a summer event too. Oh, yep, there they are.
There they are. Magnificent, aren't they?
A little bit too close to the planet there.
The creatures are luminescent ovoids? Not sure how to describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive.
They're a type of Cindarian. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. We're sending you the files down.
Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint Station. They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way.
Right, we'll move close, transmit a greeting to them. Oh.
The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos. There's so much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there.
Okay, warp out. But yeah, those things, they were for a summer event.
Are you seeing this? My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material. And yet, it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious.
Agreed. I think a closer look is in order, Captain.
I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here.
Proto-matter? But that's dangerously unstable.
Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction. This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Agreed. We'll beam down to see what's happening. Alright. Yeah, that thing on the surface here, we don't need to beam down a full away team.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look.
That pillar near the canyon wall looks interesting as well. Alright, so over here. Scan this.
The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life forms lived here. Until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here. It seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway there leads to a settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well. Shall we take a look?
Yes, let's follow the path through to the canyon.
Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon.
Alright, so down. Go down.
Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there.
Alright. Scan right here.
This looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place.
Agreed. Let's examine the nearby murals. Alright, over here.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us. Let's have a look.
Right, let's check out the next mural. That one's over here. Or the door. Which we need to
This
open.
mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals, perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think?
Yes, let's examine the next mural.
The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years.
Crystals may have grown through natural means as well.
Quite the enigma we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door.
Can we open it deploying some kind of device or using our tricorders?
We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even collapse it entirely. I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction.
A holographic recreation of local life?
Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here.
Let's look for old tools, footprints, anything that can tell us about them. All this is down, and all this is down here.
These artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters.
Here.
Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average.
And this one.
The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area. Strange. These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like...
Like these people died recently.
Yes. The evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using modified pattern enhancers to do this.
Agreed. We'll set up modified pattern enhancers in the plaza. Oh, we need 4 of them. Usually when we set these up, it's usually just 3.
Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear.
That one, this one over here.
2 down, 2 to go.
This one over. We'll put this one over here.
That's 3. 1 more and we'll be ready.
And finally, this one right here.
That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. Alright. The enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little close to the center of the square so we can see what happens.
Alright, let's get closer to the plaza center so we can begin. Yeah, we gotta move the things in the circles. Gotta move the things around so we can get the door open.
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order. They're making the murals match up on each pillar.
Yep. And I think that should be it. All right, and that's once all things match, that should open up the doors.
Looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars. The top mural on each pillar seems to be locked in place for reference. We should follow the order they used on the pillar murals. If we can turn them correctly, I believe we'll unlock the door.
Turn the murals on the pillar. Turn the murals on the pillar in the proper order to unlock the door. Got it. All right. Oh, there's some visual weird shit going on with that lower one.
Oh, we've rotated the pillars out of order. The mechanism is resetting itself.
That's it. Hold on, let me check just to make sure. Well, I got it. I forgot which order they. Okay, now I think. Let me.
Looks like some kind of...
Okay. Hopefully this is right.
Oh, we've rotated the pillars
No.
out of order.
Okay.
The mechanism is resetting itself.
Let me check this again. I already forgot which one. I kind of already forgot which one I need to rotate. I already forgot which one I need to rotate. Okay, this one. This one first. Interesting that. Okay, so this one, that one. Okay, so I was kind of close.
Do you hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
All right. Luckily, I could do this. Luckily, I could do this while the forensic thing's going.
That's 2 pillars set into place.
My memory's not so great, as you can probably tell.
Three pillars are locked in now.
All right, that just leaves. Oh, the one I was starting with. The one I was starting with was the last one. Go figure. And there we go.
That's it! It's working! Well done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds? I think I see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at it.
Yes, let's go inside and check out that next mural. And yet, as you can tell, it's got a Starfleet insignia on it, so...
Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet? How did it get here? How could it be in a temple of people who don't even have electricity, much less space travel? This is getting stranger by the minute. We should search the temple for more murals.
Indeed, let's look for more murals in here. There's one on the side here, I think. It's right over here.
Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others.
They're from Starfleet, but the Starfleet of 23rd century.
What happened here? If Starfleet officers contacted this civilization in the past, why wouldn't you have a record of it? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search.
Affirmative. Time for search for answers deep in the temple.
I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something.
Yeah, right here.
Those inner doors across from the panel are opening. What is all of this?
Alright, scan for clues.
According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet.
Could this have been a failed terraforming project?
Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16 centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkethi technology.
Zenkethi? Here? Give me a site-to-site transport directly to the station. Keep the Lakari ship protected. Alright, and we're off. Yeah, this mission kind of long. This mission's kind of long. As you can probably tell. Of course, it didn't help that I had to leave a little bit. Had to leave a little bit during the last mission either. Well, and by leave I mean just leave away from the computer. Luckily that wasn't too big a distance. Yep, it is a 23rd century starbase. An old K series. Could it be? Alright. And this 140 to be precise. I remember. I was there. Hello again, old friend. So, yep.
You're trespassing. I'm claiming this station as salvage, along with everything in it. A little piece of history like this will be quite the vacation site. Experience life on the final frontier at Modron's K-13. But I digress. Unless you're here to discuss leasing opportunities, I suggest you beam off my station.
Not your station yet. I think we'll take a look around.
Careful. This old beauty needs some serious repairs. It'd be a shame if something happened to you, or the active stasis pods my men found on board.
Then see to it nothing like that happens, Damon. Out.
Fair warning. My Nausicaan gods aren't very fond of intruders.
So yep, not quite done. But yeah,
I'd be happy to sell the pods. Consider their living contents of future components.
But yeah, that's right. We were aboard. That's right. We were aboard the station when it disappeared. Yeah, well, not aboard, but we did. We weren't aboard it, but yes, yes, we were there when it disappeared.
Chief Engineer's Log, March 18th, 1570. Had a discussion this morning with security about our Klingon prisoners in the brig. We can't just leave them locked up, or execute them, or exile them on the planet below. Setting them free isn't a popular notion either. We're still looking for options, but I think the stasis pods we have in medical will come in handy real soon.
Alright. This right here. Anything else in the computer? Let's hear it.
Chief Engineer's Log, supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse, we're a very long way from the den of the system. None of our shuttles are warp capable, and even if we could get to Earth, we'd be in the wrong time. In short, we're stuck. There's nothing to do now but wait and try to conjure up a way to get back to the right time.
Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find in the other lab.
The fines for trespassing are quite severe, and I plan on collecting them.
Yep, Madra, not quite. Madron's being annoying, as if that was a surprise. Can't get in there. I like that, even though I don't think the ship's nearby. Even though I don't think my ship is nearby, I can still use the yeah, even though my ship's not nearby, I can still use the that ability to call down an orbital bombardment. You think that damaged the station, but nope. Good work. Any more information? Play it.
Chief Engineer's Log, April 17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet we're calling Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid civilization down there. The bad news, a potential Prime Directive violation. Our landing party was seen beaming in by some of the locals. We're hoping that doesn't impact their culture in any way. One thing's for sure, they can't help us go home. Their tech level is Bronze Age at best.
Alright, acknowledged. Let's secure the central hub of the station.
Trying my patience is going to cost you dearly.
Oh, over here.
Chief Engineer's Log, August 6th, 1570. The Warp Booster Sled project is officially a bust. When we tried to spin up the coils, we couldn't get a stable warp field. Yashvi and Arlington managed to shut it down and stop a breach, but the shuttle's impulse drive is shot. I hate giving up, but we just don't have the parts we need to make it work.
Alright. Oh. Need to back up. I need to back up a bit. The shields, personal shields are getting highly damaged. Yeah, not really that much of a surprise, but Modron's not going to come fight us himself. I don't think. Yeah, as much as we'd like to. All right. bring up the auxiliary power. Excellent. Anything else? Put it on screen.
Chief Engineer's Log, July 26th, 1571. Most of us went into stasis this morning. There weren't enough pods for everyone. 3 of us had to stay awake. We drew lots. Savon, Sheridan, and I were the lucky winners. Since we're out of options, we decided to go native and live out our lives under CONUS 3. Hopefully, one day our records will be found, and the people of Station K-13 will be remembered.
All right. Oh, there he is.
Rule of Acquisition 431. When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain.
And there he goes, which ain't really that much of a surprise. I'm trying to click the thing and it is not wanting. Revive, please. You can't shoot through this now, can you? No, you cannot. Let me grab this thing before. Let me grab these before we leave. All right, keep up. So yeah, we have to be back and defend the Concordium because I'm sure the Nausicaans.
I see you took out the Nausicaans on my station. I'll just add this to your tab. I do hope you're good for it. Otherwise, I might have to take possession of that pretty ship of yours. Come to think of it, I'll be taking your ship anyway. Whether you're alive or not when I do, it's up to you.
You're welcome to try, Damon. I don't think you'll like the results. Well, let me rephrase that. We don't fight him on the ground. We do fight his ship here. We obviously do fight him and his ship, or in his ship, but we don't fight him on any ground combat. Yeah, his ship's a... Oh, that's a battleship. Yeah, we don't... It didn't... I need to check when it comes to my tactical. I need to check when it comes to my tactical mode, to be honest.
and treacherous, but I never thought he was willing to kill to get what he wants. In spite of that, I feel like we've learned so much out here, and for the better.
It's often like this, Captain. Dangerous, but also filled with discovery.
Indeed. I'd say our first flight was a success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everyone back home. I hope today's events will convince my people of the continued need to explore and to be part of the galactic community. With luck, we'll do this again sometime, and soon. On behalf of the Lucari people, thank you.
You're welcome, Captain. Safe travels. And with that, okay. Yeah, with that, we're done.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with space exploration well. There's talk of their desire to join the Federation, and from what I'm seeing, they'd be fine members. The mystery of Station K-13 has been solved, although the past violation of the Prime Directive by some of its personnel is a concern. Hopefully the crew preserved in stasis pods will be able to shed a little more light on that situation. Finally, this news of a Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing. I'll be looking into it from all angles, diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now.
That's the kid. Ah, yeah. I definitely want the torpedo for the front of the ship. Yes, I am lacking in.
The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of.
Not right. Not right now. I'm lacking in anti-proton beam tetra. I think I'll stick with the. There we go. I have a forward torpedo. All right. Yeah, that's where I need. That's absolutely where I need to end it for right now. So do me a favor forward. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now. So thank you for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.